Well, news back home, and the Indian Air Force will be conducting a mega multilateral exercise later this year, and preparations are already underway. The exercise will bring together 12 nations in an effort to strengthen military cooperation. It will also be the biggest air exercise conducted in India. The exercise is called Tarang Shakti. Among other assets, nations will participate in the exercise with both military combat jets and transport aircraft. Only the final approval from the government remains pending. Now, as per reports, the Air Force teams of France, Australia, UK, US are likely to participate in the event. Officials say the Air Force of 6 nations will join as participants. The rest will attend as observers. And according to officials, the Indian Air Force will take part in another exercise in Egypt ahead of the Tarang Shakti exercise as well. Meanwhile, 3 Rafale fighter jets of the Indian Air Force will take part in the Bastille Day flypast in Paris on July 14. Prime Minister Modi will be attending the event as a guest of honor. Officials say the Tarang Shakti exercise will provide a unique learning exercise for Indian pilots. This will be the first such major event for the Indian Air Force. It will also be a major step in proving India's ability to hold large-scale aerial operations.
And then make her slide back, carrying out a vertical turning and dispensing prayer.
And for more on this, we're now being joined by MJ Augustine Vinod, who is a retired group captain and fighter pilot as well. Thank you very much for joining us on the show. Let me begin by asking you, the exercise will be the biggest multi-nation air exercise to be conducted in the country and will involve fighter jets, military transport aircraft, among others, as well as control systems. Tell us a little bit about how significant this is.
I mean, it's a very, very significant move for a simple reason that so many countries together participating in such a large exercise. I am hearing it for the first time. So there is always a first time, and with this current government, there are so many first times that I've been hearing since the time I retired. So it's very heartening to see. See, what is very important for us to understand is every Air Force trains in a particular manner, fights in a particular manner. So we will get to learn the best practices from many Air Forces, which is not only combat related training, but also how they do their maintenance, how do they do their operational activities on the tarmac, off the tarmac, how are they able to do their logistics, how are they doing their second line, third line servicing. You know, the original equipment manufacturer tells you to do a certain servicing. It doesn't tell you the manner in which you do and how you need to organize yourself. So how these countries organize themselves. So I remember when we post Pokhran, Pokhran 2, after Pokhran 2 blast, we didn't have many exercises because we had a lot of sanctions imposed on us. Slowly, we started doing exercises with many friendly foreign nations. And once we started doing exercises with friendly foreign nations, especially Australia, Singapore, US. US came here, we went there. We did exercises with UK. So they were all bilateral exercises, and we learned a lot and we imbibed certain things. I'm sure they also imbibed certain things from us. But with these 12 nations coming together, it is going to be, I would say, a melting pot of learning,
right.
A melting pot of, bonhomie. I wish I was young and participating in this exercise.
Right. Right. MJ Augustine Vinod, thank you very much for joining us. He is a retired group captain and fighter pilot. Thank you very much for joining us with your perspective.